Fantastic. But we got to move along. So let's switch to gaming. Through video games, people are able to connect, to gain insights into different perspectives, and of course, have fun. With over 427 million players with disabilities, meaning gamers, it's critical that gaming remains a space that is safe, inclusive, and welcoming to all. Here with more is the Corporate Vice President of Xbox Operations and a dear friend to accessibility, Dave McCarthy. Dave, all yours.
Hey everyone, thanks for being here. My name's Dave McCarthy. My pronouns are he, him, and I work as the Corporate Vice President for Xbox Player Services and the proud executive sponsor for Gaming for Everyone. For those of you who don't know, Gaming for Everyone is our commitment to make sure that Xbox is a place where everyone has fun. It's an intentional focus on inclusion that's reflected in the way we structure our teams, how we develop our products, and the experiences that we offer our players. At Xbox, our goal is to allow you to play the games you want, where you want, with the people you want. And with that in mind, we have to make Xbox a welcoming community and one that is incredibly accessible. And that's why we've delivered innovation to date with things like hardware in the Xbox Adaptive Controller, in-game accessibility features like arachnophobia mode in Grounded, or features that appear on the console like night mode that allow more people to play and play together, keeping in mind that there's over 427 million players with disabilities around the world. When we're intentional about inclusion, we start with our creators. And those are the people that design, develop, and build content around games that are designed to entertain us and deliver endless hours of fun. And we've innovated recently in something called the Xbox Next Level Creator Pilot Program, with a focus on delivering content to creators living with disabilities. And today, we're lucky enough to have one of the content creators from that program, Mike Luckett, here to share his story and thoughts on gaming accessibility. Welcome, Mike.
How's it going?
It's going great. Thank you for being here. Now we better start with an intro so people know, I know who you are, but introduce yourself to the crowd, share who you are and what you do.
Sure. Hi. Well, my name is Mike Luckett. My pronouns are he, him. I am a retired U.S. Army veteran, and unfortunately, I was in a motorcycle accident and became a C6 quadriplegic. But more importantly, I'm a gamer and a Twitch streamer. And what I do there is I advocate for accessibility in gaming, for people with spinal cord injuries, by creating content online and being a peer mentor for the community of spinal cord injuries.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. And hey, if you're a gamer, we got to start with the obvious here. What do you like to play? And can you share a little bit about the setup that you actually use to play?
Currently, I'm playing a lot of Apex Legends. I feel like that is one of the hardest games to learn with just the mechanics of it, the movement of the game, and just the overall competitive nature that's around, revolves around in the community. But my setup, it's a little bit different than what most people would think when you're thinking of a traditional controller setup. I have everything on a lap desk that fits about a 15-inch laptop, and I use two controllers. And the controllers that I use are the Xbox Adaptive Controller and the Xbox Elite 2 controller. And they work both simultaneously through the Copilot system. And with the switches that are actually attached to the Xbox Adaptive Controller, they're the buttons from the Logitech Adaptive Gaming Kit. And they allow me to basically create a custom setup all on this lap desk, and then I Velcro all the buttons onto that lap desk, and I'm able to play any type of game. Now, with the Elite controller, I actually swap the triggers So it allows me to shoot with the left trigger and aim down sights with the right trigger. But I don't necessarily use the right trigger on the controller. I use the Xbox adaptive controller and replace the left trigger with the button that I use with my forearm. And this setup, it allows me to be competitive in first-person shooters, and it serves as like my default setup for playing any Xbox game.
That's great. How's your Tiger Woods golf game? I'm pretty good on the golf course.
I mean, I'm waiting for what's the next Tiger Woods that comes out. I'm ready to hit the golf course. Let's go and do it.
Yeah, with that setup you've got, I'm a little scared actually to go head to head. I actually am never, it ceases to amaze me the amount of customization our players are able to do, and it's really cool to see you and your setup there. Can you share, where your passion for gaming actually comes from?
Started as a kid, like a lot of gamers usually say, but growing up, gaming allowed me to be anyone I wanted. I could have been a plumber that saved their loved one from a fire-breathing spiky turtle. I was able to be a UNSC Spartan saving humanity from the Covenant. It allowed me to live out adventures only my imagination could fathom. And since my injury over a decade ago, gaming has become a focal point in giving access to people like myself. Access to recreation, access for therapy, to a social life, and the end goal, a sense of independence.
I love hearing it. That's why we work in gaming, is it means so many things to so many people. Why would you say that accessibility is so important in the gaming space?
Put in an example, I feel like accessibility is like this automatic sliding door that recognizes your needs as a person. It eliminates challenges not from the game, but from just access to start playing the game. And inclusion comes to mind too when I think about accessibility, because gamers, we're not a monolith. We're an incredibly diverse group of people, and with accessibility, you're including a very large demographic of people.
True that, my friend. Now, in accessibility, we hear this phrase. We say, nothing about us without us. I know you heard that a little bit in the Xbox Next Level program. Can you share your thoughts on the part that played for you?
I love the Xbox Next Level program, and during my time, I saw the standout focus was accessibility. We're not talking about just getting access to playing these games, but access to guidance, tools, and resources, and even potential partnerships as a creator with a disability. It was key that our feedback as creators was brutally honest. That's the only way that we were able to just make the program better. And our group, we had a whole wide range of disabilities, and it was ensured that our needs were fit and that future creators that would be in this program, their needs would be fit. And after the program, we'd still have a really tight connection with everybody that we met through Xbox, and we're able to foster this really good relationship that's going to be long lasting, and it ensures that accessibility is always going to be something that we talk about.
Nice, and I'll make a public promise here, Mike. I want to continue to hear that brutally honest feedback. It's what makes our accessibility experiences great, the input from our community, and I know your voice is a really active and important one there, so I thank you for that. I also want to ask you, what's next? What messages do you want to share with players, future creators, future fans we haven't met?
Well, my next step now is that since we have access to the games, I want to bring the competitive element to it. You know, I want to bring adaptive esports to the forefront. In a sense that, you know, if you want to have an example, is what the Paralympics are to the Olympics. But the original mission continues, right? To get everybody gaming. And like I always say, when everyone can game, we all win.
Mike, thanks for being with us here today. I really appreciate you taking the time to share your journey with us and for being such an active and passionate participant in the Xbox community. It means a lot to us.
Thanks.
Now at Xbox, you know, we believe that play is a fundamental need, which is why we constantly strive to create more and more welcoming and accessible experiences for billions of players around the world. In the accessibility space, in terms of recent innovation, we've seen things like the addition of accessibility tags to info appearing on games in the store. And this allows our players to filter on the support of certain accessibility features that might be really important to them. It also allows us to spotlight features using these 6 different tags so that we're really shining a light on games that do an awesome job bringing this type of content to our community of gamers. And for accessibility features on PC or console, we're actually working to improve, and we've delivered some improvements on our support channels and sites like support.xbox.com, so you know the accessibility features that exist and how to use them. And on the creator side of things, we're developing new innovations there as well that we're directing people to. Things like our Gaming Accessibility Fundamentals Learning course, a wonderful program to go take. I've taken it myself, I highly recommend it. Or even taking advantage of programs like the Microsoft Gaming Accessibility Testing Service, or MGATS. We love our acronyms here at Microsoft. And that couples accessibility validation with players with disabilities giving feedback, actually, to developers on implementation of those features. So as we close today, I want to extend an invite to everybody here at the Summit to join our community and check out the Xbox Ambassador Accessibility Explorer Path. Now, ambassadors are players from a wide range of backgrounds that promote safe gaming environments and want to make gaming fun for everyone. And the Accessibility Explorer Path provides a fun way to learn about gaming accessibility through activities across PC and console, and also having the opportunity to meet other players who have the same mindset of making gaming fun for everyone. Now, we have a goal of 1 million missions accomplished by Global Accessibility Awareness Day on May 18th. So please contribute to the cause, and we welcome you to be part of that, because as Mike says, and as I love to say, when everyone plays, we all win. All right, back to you, Jenny.